Welcome to Bella Vida Ink. This is your girl, Thalia Anahi Sanchez. This is our very first episode for Tattoo Nightmares from Bella Vida Ink. And I'm here with the one and only
Egyptian Prince.
Hey. First things first. You gotta go like this. Oh, is it like this or?
It's one of these.
It's one of these.
One of these.
If you know, you know. It's from Wakanda Forever.
No, go watch it.
Go watch it. So we are gonna start talking shit, but we do have our cafecitos here because we're gonna spill the cafecito, or Jake
Cheers.
Already did ahead of
I
time.
spilled a little bit. My bad.
But after this salty conversation, we are going to have something sweet. Today we have conchas because shit, we're going to throw a lot of shade today.
So
but we're
shut her mouth.
in your mouth. in
our mouth.
But we are going to have a little guest here. What are we going to call her? Pachita. Because we're going to be calling this bitch out and what this bitch did. Because this is the tattoo artist that we're going to talk shit about.
Like you.
I can see that. But she has your eyes.
Oh, dang. Well, she has your hair. No, okay.
Well, she has your dress.
I'm over it. My dress. Okay, you got me there.
All right. So we're going to be talking about his experience and dealing with a tattoo artist. It's always going to be changing up because sometimes I'm going to be talking to a tattoo artist and we're going to be talking shit about the client. We're not here to call out names or the shops. All we're trying to do is educate people on their experiences, and hopefully it helps you out. But we're chismosas and chismosos, so we want to know what the fuck happened.
The dirty.
And what went down while we sip our cafecitos.
Speaking of which, cheers. What does your cafecito say on it?
My cafecito says, grande para mí. No,
Grande para ti.
Grande para ti.
Hey. Oh shit, I'm gonna spill that real quick. My bad. So what are we starting with?
Okay. A little ASMR.
A little ASMR.
So what I want to know is, what was your experience or your tattoo experience that went horrible, that you're like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Well, first of all, you're my tattoo artist.
I'm just kidding. You signed the contract.
I'm kidding. I know I can't talk about you. I heard. No, I'm kidding. I have. Well, my first.
Here,
tattoo,
have some conchas. You're too bitter.
No. My first experience. I think I was 16 and I was in high school, and one of my friends wanted to go get a tattoo, and I ended up going with her, and it was our birthday, so she ended up convincing me to get one with her, and. It was at one of our high school friends' house who I never met, and so I was so nervous about it. They wanted me to get like an intricate design. I was like, I'm getting a star. I was like, you can't fuck it up. Okay, I just want a star. But yeah,
you have to show them your tattoo after.
We'll
take a picture.
Once we get naked, you have to take some clothes off.
Damn. Okay, this bitch.
I'm kidding. But yeah, so it was like a star, but obviously it's your first one, and it was a kid who did it, so they didn't really like.
So
do a
kid
job.
did a tattoo.
Yeah, she was my age. So
a 16-year-old did your tattoo at a house.
In her room, yeah.
So this was your choice.
Yeah. Well, I felt forced at the moment. I felt forced because my friend was the one who convinced me to do it.
Lesson of the day: don't listen to your 16-year-old friends, right?
Don't listen to your friends, kids.
Did you think it came out wrong or bad?
I think it came out good for my first one, but obviously it could have been better. But at least I'm just glad I didn't go for something so intricate, you know?
Yeah.
Like a simple design where you can't fuck it up. Like,
so,
that's your first one.
I want to know what you walked into. Because you said it was in a house, right?
It was a dark and stormy night. No, I was kidding. There was lightning everywhere. No.
There are so many signs of not getting tattooed.
I know, seriously. No, it was a good experience overall.
And we're here to talk trash, remember?
Yeah, it was overall. I want to say it could have been worse because I've seen other people, like my brothers, who has horrible tattoos. And I'm like, at least it doesn't look like that one. So
got it.
That was my first one. But I had like the worst one I had. That one was at this. He was like a gangster.
Oh yeah. Okay, tell me about this gangster.
And my ex was the one who told me about him because they lived in the same apartment complex. So I was like, yeah, I'll go if he's good. And I go to his house and I'm just like, so where's the shop? And he's like, oh, we just do it from here. And I'm like, I'm looking around like, there's no space. Like, where are we gonna do it?
In his living room?
Yeah, in his living room. And I'm like, where, because I wanted it kind of like where my waistline is.
Was it the Mickey Mouse one?
No, this one was a different one.
Damn, Jake, you're gonna have to come episode 2 part.
No. It was actually the one where I got the 2 lightning bolts and the star in the middle.
Oh yes.
So
and not that I know what he has.
I remember that I really wanted it, so I was kind of just like whatever about it, but. I'm like, he told me to lay down, and I'm literally looking like, where am I gonna lay down?
Where do I lay down?
Yeah, and he
where are you gonna lay me down?
He tells me to lay down his coffee table.
How big was this coffee table?
Actually, not a coffee table; it was a dining table.
A
But
dining
still, like I touched it, and
meal.
I was touching it, and it was like, wee. You know, like I was like, I'm
you
gonna
were ready
snap
to break.
this. I'm gonna snap this in half, like for sure. So I don't know. I was like hesitating. I was like, no, I think I'm gonna break it. He's like, you'll be fine. I have so many people do it. I'm like, so many people, like what the fuck? Like,
so he laid them
no
down
plastic,
on his
no nothing. I was just like,
it was just raw on the.
It was raw, real raw. Yeah, it was crazy.
Dude,
and so they
how did you see him clean the station after?
I mean, he cleaned the equipment. He had like new equipment, but the table was the part that was like the kind of like the open part. And I'm like, you guys eat on this. You're gonna have a piece of me. That's good.
Damn, the cafecito is real. Let's drink to this a little bit because fine, dude. Okay.
I'm trying to give them some ASMR.
I know, me too. I'm like go. But crunch the ice.
But yeah, so that was really uncomfortable. But what made it worse is when his family got home.
What? Shut the fuck up.
The plot thickens. No, but like I'm over here already going through it mentally.
You're like, I'm just on top of the table where you guys eat.
No, seriously.
Did they eat around you?
No, they had kids. They were like. They had kids that came in and they were like those travieso kids with the the metal teeth, and they were just like running around, and they're like ignore them, they'll be fine. But yeah, it was a pretty wild experience. So
damn. So you went to a living room, got tattooed on their dining table. And then their family came in, and you were just like, "Hey, what's up,
hey
family?"
Guy. Yeah, no, seriously.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is a wild story, you guys. Like, did you like your tattoo at the end, though?
Again, I was young, so at the time, it was good for what I wanted, I guess. And he freehanded it, so I was actually surprised that.
How it came out and stuff. Like, we'll take pictures and stuff, and of him, and like we'll post them and stuff, so you guys can know what's happening, what he got and stuff, the star and the other one. So those first 2 tattoos, you got them at a house.
Yeah, those are my first 2. Oh, and well, the gloves one I also got at someone's house.
Oh my God, tell me about that.
That was another kid too. Yeah.
You got 3 kids?
Yeah.
He's reminiscing right now. He's like, holy shit.
He was like 19 and I think I was like 23 or 22.
Oh. Okay.
And then my ex told me about this one. It's a different ex. And all
how many exes? Don't listen
seven,
to your fucking
seven
ex.
evil exes. No, I'm kidding. And yeah, but this guy was actually really good, but he was really young at the time, and now he works in a shop and everything. So I've seen him kind of like grow.
Okay.
He did a good job. He killed it.
Did you like that experience, or that one was crazy too, or was it just
that one was not as bad as the table?
The table. Damn.
I would take that.
He's like, get on there. Get on where? On the table.
On the table.
On the dining table.
Get on there. I want to see you take off your clothes while you're at it.
Oh my God! I know, because you had to be shirtless.
Yeah.
You were vulnerable.
Yeah, super vulnerable.
And then the family came.
Look, I thought we were not judging.
He was like,
Pachita.
No, fuck Pachita. The 3 Pachitas that
we're going to have to put some concha in your mouth right now.
Oh my God. You got to choose a concha now because we're talking too much shit now.
Well, since you got my concha,
I didn't get your concha.
You said you were gonna get the pink one, so now I'm getting the pink one.
I did say that?
No, I think I made that up. Can they hear the tear? Like if I... That ASMR.
No. I can't hear that. She heard it.
So what was your worst experience, Thalia?
We're here to talk shit about you.
Because from what I know, you did your own tattoo.
No, you know what?
Tell me about that experience.
I did tattoo at home. I did tattoo a few people at the house as well when I was starting and stuff. Like, they would come to my room. I would use different furniture as I could, but I would wrap everything
Did
up.
you use a dining table?
I was this close. This fucking close to using the dining table. I mean, I would say there's nothing wrong with an artist working at home because there's a lot of like now studios and stuff like that. I would say back in the day it was a little crazier though because a lot of the equipment wasn't available to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like tables, armrests and stuff. It was only meant for like tattoo shops and stuff. Now, like you could order it on Amazon and stuff like that.
Well, see, and at the time I was young too. I think the common thing about it is that I was young. So I didn't know.
How old were you? It was just 2 years ago, right?
16 was not. Is that right? It was like last month. No, the first one I ever got I was 16, and then the other ones I think I was like 19, and then like 23, 24.
23. Oh, okay. And how old are you now?
I'm 31.
He's 31, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can follow him at Egyptian Prince. Is it Egyptian.prince?
Egyptian.prince on Instagram. On TikTok, it's alk.chemist.
Yeah. You changed it up?
Yeah, I'm changing it up because I'm trying to go for like something
Alchemist?
that's... alchemy, like with drinks. I'm a bartender.
Oh, yeah. He's a bartender, you guys, and everything.
So it's supposed to be alchemist, yeah.
Oh, that makes so much... You're like mixing. I'm gonna get you drunk right now, mixing everything and shit.
I'm gonna get you drunk, lit, scientifically. Let's go.
Oh my god, blue, red, or purple? That's what he's gonna tell you to do.
Right.
He's gonna make you a potion.
An elixir, a potion.
Oh, do you regret any of the tattoos that you have?
Any of my tattoos that no, I mean even like the bad ones. Honestly, like not. I don't think they're bad, but I'm saying even like the ones that I wish were better, kind of thing. They still have like a story. So like, and that's to me the important part about my tattoos.
True. You know, that's so crazy that you say that because it is true. Some people don't want to cover their bad tattoos because it's part of their journey.
Yeah, exactly.
And I totally get that. And I honestly,
and it makes it fun.
Yeah, I see that with you a lot. Like you're more about the experience and the journey and stuff. Other people are like, they want to cover it up. They don't want to deal with it or see with it. And those are the ones that they regret it more and stuff. But everybody's different. This tattoo nightmare was more of the experience on the table. If they tell you lay on my dining table.
I mean, if they say lay it down, you know, then that's fine. But when they go on my dining room table.
Yeah, just walk away, you guys. Don't. Nowadays, tattoo artists can have tattoo tables or massage tables that they could lay on and stuff. That's why we don't tattoo when you're underage. That's one of the number one things.
I didn't know that.
I will say there's different states and countries that have different rules, but here in LA and A1A Valley, San Fernando Valley, to be more precise, too. But Los Angeles County, like, you have to be 18 and over to get tattooed. You can't get tattooed even with a parent. Because I do get people that are 16 from different, like, states. And they ask me, like, oh, but I could have my parent give me the consent to tattoo. And I'm like, sorry, but here in LA, you can't. But it's more of, like, you know, your decisions at the moment. You're like, fuck it. Let me do this. Let me get this tattoo.
Yeah, if I could talk to my younger self, though, I would be like, look, if you're going to go get tattooed, fine. But just make sure you know what you want. Like, don't go into it, rush, or feel pressured.
That's really good
anything.
advice.
Like, just literally have something that you love or have an attachment to and really think about it. There's no pressure, no rush to it. Because even though it was on a dining table, it was something that I did love at the time. So it's still part of me. In that age, you know what I mean?
Got it. That's actually good that you have that perspective.
Yeah.
I have met
Because
others.
kids are kids. They're gonna find a way to get it done if they want it that bad.
Yeah, and not gonna lie, your tattoos aren't bad at all. Like
Yeah,
I definitely
like-
see that. I've seen some really bad ones where, it's like fuck.
My
they
brother,
were, on
my
drugs.
brother has the
Tell me
worst.
a little bit about your brothers now. Now I want to know about your brother.
she's gonna turn into a boy.
Okay.
My brother
Pachitos,
Pachito.
Pachito.
No, oh my god, like I remember when we saw he was like one day just coming home covered up and everything, and it was very weird. Like we were just wondering why he was wearing like long sleeves all the time.
Oh, it's that
and I was
in the
just
hot
like-
weather.
Yeah, but see, I did the same thing too, so I knew right away, and I was like,
Watch
I
out
pulled
for
him,
those.
I pulled him to the side, and I was like, bro, why are you always covered up? And then he's just like, no, leave me alone, leave me alone.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
I know why. Like you got a
You
tattoo.
look at him dead in the eyes. You're like, I know
Little
what you're
did
doing.
I know, to my surprise, it wasn't just one. It was like 15, 20 different ones
Oh shit!
that he randomly got.
How
and
old was he?
I want to say he was like maybe 18 or something. Like
18?
He was like of age. I know that, but the tattoos were horrible. Like he had like that fire one that everyone had on their,
God.
and it was like, but like not only was it corny, but it was also like not right. Like it was just
They were not flames at all. They were just like
it looked like
random.
someone spilled ink or something on him. I was just like, what the heck? He had like the spider web on the elbow.
Oh man.
And he didn't even complete that over there, so I was just like, what the like, who did this? Like, and
Yeah.
he was even really embarrassed. He's like,
That's why he was covered up.
Yeah, now he doesn't take off his
Man.
clothes ever. Like,
That's one of the bad things when you don't do your research on your tattoo artist. Like, you end up with something that you not only hate, but you wasted your money and time, but your confidence. Your confidence makes such a big difference.
Like he used to not care, and now he doesn't go to the beach. He won't take
Yeah.
off his shirt, anything like that.
Yes, I've seen it. I've done a lot of cover-ups. I've seen the process of like the first session, second session, or when it's like a one session thing. Like their personality starts standing out because of the tattoo they have, and they start showing off their body more. They're like, oh my god, it's a beautiful transition when you do cover-ups correctly. But when they come in with a tattoo that they don't like or they regret, they show it in their face, in the way they cover themselves. I already know. It's like, fuck. And the story behind it too. It's always so sad hearing those. But the beauty of it is when you do cover it up with a great artist that you do your research with that specifically does great cover-ups. Just don't go to anybody, because then you're going to need another cover-up of a cover-up of a cover-up of a cover-up.
Look, it's more
like the one you
expensive.
have right
It's more expensive to get
Yes.
cover-ups than it is to just get something you truly, really want. At the end of the day, So I'm pretty sure you have like a crazy story about a cover-up.
Oh, yes. And you know what's so crazy?
That's not me.
You're gonna be the one I'm gonna talk
You
shit about
signed
the
the
client that
contract.
I had an experience with.
I'm gonna be like, that sounds
that
like
couldn't
me.
sit still. That couldn't shut the fuck up.
Look, I can't control my mouth. Okay, sometimes I just talk.
You know what's so crazy? The difference between you and your brother and your guys' experience of getting tattooed at
The dad?
a
No,
house. Because everybody has different experiences. There's some tattoo artists who do a great job. Maybe they might have the best equipment, but they do their great job. And others that, put you on the fucking dining table.
Lay it down.
But you like the tattoo. Like you enjoy the process and the journey of it. But then there's like your brother who, got tattooed at a house too as well. But his experience was more of like, I hate them. I don't want to show them. I don't, confidence went down. So it's crazy how you and your brother had different experiences with getting tattooed by Panchita and Panchito
Yeah,
at a house. You know what I mean? This fucking
Straight
bitch. Get a fucking job. Nah, just
This
kidding.
bitch, huh?
I started at my apartment too. Remember, Lily? Like her friends would come over and stuff, and I would
No,
be
this
like,
is a grown ass man. He like laid it down. Like he was older already. He had a family, kids, everything.
oh my god.
So he could have. But see, as a kid, you don't know.
Yeah.
I guess this
Yeah.
is why we signed those waivers.
And you know what? I met some people who do know what they want at that age, and they embrace it. But there's other people who, like they just want to be part of like the cool kids,
The
whatever
cool kids.
thing, or they just want to feel the itch, but your taste does change over the years. When you're young, you're like, fuck broccoli. And as you get older, you're like, I need broccoli.
Yeah, I got a broccoli cover up. I turned it into a full-blown tree.
Oh yeah, not all house tattoos are bad. I'm not gonna say that. There's a lot of people who work, tattoo artists that work at studios, private studios, or at their house and stuff. As long as you just keep it clean, follow the procedures that you need to, do a great job at the tattoo, treat your people right. That's all you need to do, to be honest. You don't need to work at a tattoo shop to be a tattoo artist. Like, no, you could be a traveling tattoo artist. You could literally be like a home tattoo artist, private studio. You could tattoo pretty much anywhere nowadays, to be honest.
Have you ever been asked to go to someone's house?
Yeah, I have, and I've done it, and I travel a lot too. So I get nice Airbnbs. I make sure I bring everything. I disinfect everything. You just have to know the process of, like, you're dealing with blood, so you got to make sure you bring everything you need to clean before and after.
Including a foldable dining table.
Yeah, a foldable dining table.
To make the experience perfect.
Make sure you have that foldable. It was a foldable dining table? Like he had to...
No. It was like a regular... No, I'm saying you need to bring a foldable dining table. So it's portable, but no. This is a straight up one.
Okay. But, it's cool seeing different perspectives of different experiences, and every artist is going to be different, just like every client and stuff. All right, so do you have anything else that you want to talk shit about? Let it all out right now. Let it all out.
Is there something that someone asked you to do that you didn't want to do?
Me? Oh shit, you reversed it.
Like
this
you
is the reverse.
Didn't want to do. Well, yeah, it's your perspective too.
I'm gonna do the +4 on you now.
The +4.
And changing the color.
This is the wild color.
This is the wild color. What was your question again? I got.
You heard me.
What was my experience?
No. Something that, like, someone asked you to do that you were like, oh, I can't do that.
Oh my god.
It was damn, this
yeah,
bitch.
there's quite a few ones. But this one, he had a face tattoos and he just came out of jail, and I was hella young. I was super young. It was my first year tattooing. I didn't know how to say no. I didn't know boundaries as much. And this person had like a god and a devil on his forehead, and he took off his bandana. Band-aid.
Yeah. Because I just got out of jail with this giant band-aid on my forehead.
And he was like, I just came from jail. I really need to get this covered up. Yada, yada, yada. He had fun face tattoos. I told him, like, okay, I could do the face ones here, but I won't be able to do the ones on the top here. He's like, okay, that's fine. I did the face ones. I just reamped them and stuff. But then he
like a touch-up.
Yeah, like a touch-up and stuff. And then because he already had those. But he's like, I really need you to cover this up. Like, I want to get that life out of my system.
He had just escaped jail.
Yeah,
he was trying to outrun the cops, change his look.
Yeah, I was so young. Me now, I would be like,
like
I'm not going to tattoo you. Like, you go get laser removal, But back in the day, it wasn't a big thing, laser removal.
Just give him some makeup tips. No, I was kidding. Mira, vato, you really want to get away?
No. But I ended up fucking tattooing his forehead, and he wanted me to black it out. Like, fully black out. But I told him, I'm not going to black out your tattoo. What I can do is fade it out.
Like, did you know, like, he had just gotten out of jail? And
he told me. He told me straight out.
No, but I mean, like, did you know that he was trying to cover it up because maybe he's trying to change his look?
Yes, he was trying to. He said he didn't want to go to, his gangster life pretty much and stuff. And he was young, too. Like, he was obviously older, like 1 or 2 older years than me, but he had a young mindset.
Yeah.
And, like, I didn't know how to say no because he was so desperate. He was like, please, please, please do it, please. And I was just like, I didn't know what to do, Like, I was just like, fuck, okay, I'll just
call
fade it out.
911 kids at that point.
Yeah, go home. Like, but, yeah, I didn't know how to say no. I didn't know how to, like, tell him.
So, how
like,
did you say no? Like, what did
no,
you
I tattooed him.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Okay.
I didn't black it out, though, how he wanted. I just faded it out and stuff.
For, like, bright pink colors?
Because that's what he wanted, and I was just like, oh, my God, like... And I it's one of the tattoos I regretted. So if you're ever out there, come to me and I'll fix your tattoo.
So it's a tattoo that you regret doing.
Yeah, because I was my young self. I was really naive. I didn't know how to say no. I didn't know how to, like, talk to the client when they're that desperate. I never had to deal with someone like that. So if he came back
to you right now in that whole situation...
Yeah, I would definitely fix it and stuff. But I did fix his the ones on his cheeks. Those are good. The ones on his forehead were the ones he was so desperate. And then not only that, like he put his bandana back on after, and I was just like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Bacteria. Yeah, but he was just so stubborn. Like he was like, no, like I needed this, and it's hard to deal with people like that. But I learned now not to tattoo people like that because it's just such a big hot mess and stuff. But before it was like, oh my God, like I have to tattoo everybody that comes into that door, no matter what they want, and I can't judge anybody. But now it's not that I'm judging you, but I'm judging you. No, I'm just kidding.
Just raise the price.
No, I'm just like, I don't think this is going to be good for either both of us. You know what I mean? Nowadays, but.
So for those young tattoo artists, what's your advice?
For young tattoo artists?
They have to say no sometimes.
Oh, yes. Don't fucking tattoo everybody. If you feel like it's not a good idea and you don't feel comfortable with it, you don't have to. That's a big one right there because people come in and they want some certain tattoos and stuff. But like youngsters, they want face tattoos, finger tattoos. Like sometimes those are not the best, especially if they're young and trying to get a career. You kind of have to think about little things like that. Unless, they're like thug life. I'm going to be a rapper. I'm a whatever, be a pop star. I don't know.
Trap life.
I'm going to trap life. But it just, you don't have to tattoo everybody. You also have the right to say no if you don't feel comfortable with the person or the tattoo that they want you to do. So that's actually a really good question. Damn. Reverse now.
Getting deep. Real deep. Honestly.
I'm going to skip you instead.
What other questions do you have, Thalia?
Another question for you. Let's see. Oh. Is there any tattoo shop that you went to that you're like, oh my God, this is not a good tattoo shop? And what was it that made it not a good tattoo shop?
It's kind of hard to say. Like,
remember, we're not gonna call out the shop. If it's in Melrose Street. Nah, just kidding.
There was one that was out in LA, but I don't think it was necessarily the artist. Like the artist was amazing and she was good.
But what was a shop?
Yeah, but you could just sense the tension in the shop. You know what I'm saying? Like it was very aggressive and it was uncomfortable. But she would try her best just to make the best out of it. Yeah, the best out of it.
That is
I think that was like a little okay.
Yes, that energy. Because
sometimes we're like walking into somebody else's home, so sometimes we're just like, what's going on here?
Yeah, like today earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Like now, like literally now.
Shut the
I mean, not right now. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna pinch you down here. Yes, it is super bad to go into a shop. A really bad experience where you feel the tension and you're already uncomfortable. Because you're vulnerable. You're going to go and get a tattoo. You're trusting in this person. And sometimes it's not even the artist. It's the people around them at the shop. And that's something so important for people to understand that energy speaks really loud. You feel it. You know it. And
it's like, run.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Save yourself. Go. I'm just kidding. It was definitely an experience. But
when you walked in, what was the first thing you saw that you were like?
Vatos, 3 of them.
Wait, what?
It was just like thug ass guys, and they were just kind of very pushy. Like they didn't want to help me because I wasn't theirs.
Oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So when I was asking about my artist, because I had never met her, that was my first time.
They put up this front. We're like, what do you want?
Yeah, they're like, oh, I'm working. So I just wish they were more like, damn girl, sheesh. No, I was kidding. Huh? Here, let me fucking. But yeah, so I think it was like when you're in a welcoming environment, it just makes the whole experience better.
Yeah.
That was just aggressive.
Yes, I've actually been to shops where there's tension very similar to that, and people feel it right away. They're like, "What's their problem?" And it ruins their experience in getting tattooed. So there's also downfalls in working at unprofessional tattoo shops or not welcoming tattoo shops because. just because it's a tattoo shop that's professionally, it's run, doesn't mean they are really professional. Because it always depends on the employees or workers that are there.
Have you ever been in a fight at your tattoo shop? Damn.
Okay, I haven't. But other artists that I fucking worked with did with each other physically in front of clients, everything.
What?
It's insane.
Tell me more.
In every shop that I've been to,
So
pretty
what
much.
happened? So what happened?
It's over egoistic, they're all men. Egoistic, No, very egoistic men that they think they're right and stuff, and pushovers and stuff. I would never let myself. Like, I'm really sweet, but no me dejo, cabrones, ¿eh? Y cabronas. Soy pera y muerdo. I know I said that.
She's like, that's why she has a little. I'm gonna call them dog ears this time.
I know. I wish they were like more dog ears.
She goes. Whoosh. What I'd like to know is like, have you ever been in a fight while you're at work tattooing?
Hell yeah! I fought my fucking clients, man. Like full claws and everything.
Give me my money.
I said, "Let me put my hair up real quick, bitch."
Oh, dang!
You're gonna pay
hoops.
me. Nah, just kidding. No, thank God I never had to deal with that, but I will. I will if I have to.
She will. She'll get down, guys.
I won't get down. No, but these fucking gorillas that I was working with, they were the ones that were so... Not all of them, but in every shop that I've been, there was a fight with fucking tattoo artists. And also, they would fight with their client.
Like, what happened?
It's a hot mess, but I'll tell you guys one quick one. Yeah, like, even with their other tattoo artist friends, when they would all hang out after hours, drink, whatever. God damn it. So much drama to the T. But we're going to talk shit about them right now. Nah, just kidding.
That's what we're here to do.
That's why we're here to talk shit about them. Yeah, their names are... They live in the streets.
Here's their address, their social.
But I'll just go with one of them because there's so many. It was just literally out of nowhere. An artist was tattooing another artist. And I don't know what the fuck happened where they started going back and forth. But I think it was that he got tattooed or didn't want him to tattoo him anymore. Or something like that.
First of all, if you're going to get a tattoo but from someone you hate and problems are starting and things are going down, like...
Yeah, it's such a hot mess
crazy.
there. Like, I came out of the restroom, okay? I released myself.
Powdering my nose.
I was just like, la, la, I'm gonna set up. I'm gonna go and set up my tattoo station because my client's gonna come in 30 minutes. I come out in the hallway. All I see is people back and forth. Like,
okay, you don't have to actually hit me. I get it. She's over here ready to swing.
Here, let's act it out.
No, here, you can act it out with her. Like, move, bitch.
But I first thought they were just fucking around because they were moments later.
Yeah,
they were like,
joke.
I gotta explain a bit. I gotta whisper to you a bit. They were, because this is so traumatizing.
It feels traumatizing.
Because before I went to the restroom, like they were cracking it up, having jokes and stuff. So when I come out, they're like,
What was the argument about? Like, what were they arguing about?
That's the thing where I'm like, I'm still this day, I don't know 100%. That's how stupid it was. That's how stupid the fight was.
Was alcohol involved?
No. They were both fucking
even worse.
sober. Even worse, right?
Even worse.
God, the cafecito's so good.
It's juicier
let me drink some more so I can spill it more.
Wow. So I can spill more?
So anyway, I thought they were messing around because sometimes guys play like that,
They rough house.
But the moment I started seeing blood, that's when I'm like, oh shit, this is a fight, It looks so fake though. Because the way they were swinging each other, it looked so slow.
She's like, let me show you how it's done.
I was like, nah, this is gonna be a real fight. It's gonna be a real fight, you know.
And there was like guests there and everything.
Huh?
There was guests there and everything.
Ironically, there was nobody there. Thank God, just me and the piercer. And the piercer was so shocked too because he was like, "What the fuck? You guys are idiots, you know? Like, why are you guys doing this?"
They like each other. No,
yeah, and they were just going back and forth, back and forth. I forgot how it stopped, but it was just like, I was just so shocked because I was just like, oh my God, is this really happening in front of me? You know, I was so close to them, but when they saw me got out, they were like moving more in the front of the shop. And then after they like stopped, I don't know how the fuck they stopped. There were all the artists, the two artists, that one of them stayed in and one of them left out. One of them stayed with me and the other one went with the piercer outside. I think the piercer stopped them. But they both came to talk to me and they're like, you better not tell this. Like, it was just like stupid and all this stuff.
You mean Pachito?
And I was just like, oh yeah.
We'll bleep it out.
You're gonna bleep that out. I'm not gonna tell Pachita this, you know what I mean? And I was just like, okay, don't worry about me. Like I'm just here to fucking tattoo, you know? But they were all like scared and stuff, and they were just like, oh, they know they fucked up, you know? But obviously the piercer told Pachita, you know, everything what happened went down and stuff. But that's just one. It was just so ridiculous. It was just like, oh my God. One of them was super fucking tall. The other one was super short.
And this is the reason why that experience of mine was so crazy. Because I was just like, is something wrong? Like, is something about to go down? Like,
yeah, they either were fighting or something. But oh my God. It definitely changed the vibe at the shop, you know? And like, I'm like, shit, my client's going to come in 30 minutes.
You could potentially lose clients, you know.
Yes, you can with people like that.
You don't. Yeah, that's just drama.
Because people don't feel comfortable, so they're not going to come back.
Exactly.
And that's what's something I prioritize.
What?
No,
that's why I'm leaving.
Prioritize. How do I say it for me? Say
prioritize?
It. Yes. Now is making sure people feel comfortable when they come in. I make sure they're like part of my family. You know, I treat you like my family. You know, I pull your hair a little bit. And
pass out the conchitas to everybody.
No, but like I make sure you're comfortable with me, especially because I'm going to tattoo you. We're going to spend time together. I want to create a bond. I want to get to know you. You know, I don't want you just to leave and like a piece of meat, you know? No, like you're a human being. I'm going to learn so much from you and you're going to learn so much from me, you know? And that's why I'm very particular on who I tattoo now. Yeah. Because of that. Because I do long sessions and stuff. It's an energy exchange. Very, very deep I went right now. But yes.
Real deep.
Very, very deep. I think this is a good cafecito spill that we did.
For having me.
Even though you already, you know, made a big mess.
That was you. These are your butt cheeks on the look. Your butt cheeks on the paper.
Well, this is your kitty.
This is my pussy.
We have the fucking. I love this.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Wow. Okay. So thank you guys for staying tuned with us, spilling the cafecito, eating the conchas because we need something sweet after this conversation, this bitter talk. But message me on Instagram and Facebook or TikTok if you guys want to get a tattoo from me or anything. Follow Egyptian.prince. And his bartending experiences.
Yeah, that's Alchemist on TikTok.
Oh, Alchemist on TikTok. But thank you guys. This is our first episode for the tattoo horror stories from La Bella Vida Ink. This is Thalia once again.
Peace. Peace and conchas.
Love you guys.